Good morning. Good morning, everyone. How we doing? Alrighty. So, I should share my screen, shouldn't I? There we go. All right. So, we've got FOMC day today. So there's quite a lot of late movement yesterday in the US indexes. Bit annoying. Kind of hate when it does that. So let's have a peek over here. So we've got participants. It says I am. I'll try that again. I was having some issues with it. Is it sharing now? Okay, cool. Beautiful. Okay, so we had some GDP news for the pound. Came in. What's this? Which chart am I on? 3. Oh yeah. Came in lower than expected. So we are also seeing pound yesterday. Where was it? Average earnings index came in under. So definitely seeing some weakening in the UK labour market. If average earnings are able to start trickling down, then that's showing that the employees that are looking for jobs they aren't as in as much demand, so they can actually lower how much they're being offered. Unemployment still less than expected. GDP taking a bit of a hit, just showing signs. UK's economy definitely slowing. Unlike the US, it's just been tight, super tight. So CPI came in pretty much as expected. There wasn't much difference. Came in 0.1%. I did see some reports where they had some different little figures showing that minus 0.1, but maybe that was a bit of a typo on their end. Most of it was combined with energy, fuel decreasing for this all item CPI. So housing and rent still super high. I guess it's because people can't really afford to buy. So more people have been pushed into the rental market. That's just showing I think I saw something like 27 months in a row where the rents just increased. Crazy. So today we don't really have anything else other than GDP, which is already out. Then we've got PPI for the US, and then we've got the FOMC, Fed funds rate, the economic projections for next year, the statement, and then obviously the press conference. So this was where most of the moves will happen, I think, in the press conference, depending on what wording they use. I'm expecting they're going to be hawkish, but I think they're always hawkish. I think they've always got to pretend to be hawkish, but their actions suggest otherwise. But because it's FOMC day, I really have little faith that we get healthy market conditions this morning. So I'm not expecting anything really. We can see German's been lulling us to sleep a lot of the time in these London sessions. It's almost untradeable at this level. It's a real shame. But we can see kind of creating this like little wedge over here. So I guess, yeah, I'm looking to see if we get some reactions from like sweeping this liquidity or sweeping up here, potentially getting new all-time highs again. I don't think they're going to be anything of substance. I don't think we're going to like break out strongly in this session. So I'd prefer to play the range, to be honest. Yeah, what do you guys reckon? What are your thoughts on that one? Well, I'll have a look at NAS. NAS was bloody annoying yesterday. So I was looking for buys, and I wanted to see the Asian low swept with NYSE open. It did. Swept the lows, came down, took this little bit of a support, took that as well. It's like, yep, beauty. Was pushing down. Next level I had was, this is the London close on Monday, and that was a nice little reaction. It's clear on the lower time frames, but then it came down and tested it. I was hoping it was going to push a little bit deeper as well. I wanted to see it react off at least off this level, but anywhere from here down to here would be my buy zone. All I wanted was price action now. I just wanted to see a rejection wick or something. We didn't get it. So if I look at every single time frame, look at the 1 minutes. This is where I was tapping into that area. No liquidity candle. No nothing. 2 minutes. Nothing. 3 minutes. Nothing. 4 minute time frame. Nothing. 5 minute time frame. Nothing. 6 minute time frame. There's something on the 6 minute time frame, but it kind of moved already, like 25 pips. I wasn't really keen to buy from up here without it doing like another little retest. You can see where I had drawn my pathway, what I was sort of hoping for. So I wish I was more aggressive on this one. If I was more aggressive on this one, entering, like in my zone, I should have done it, because then it just pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed. And then I did take a little loss up in here where I thought, well, I was still confident that if this is the area, if this was the area where price had broken out of this little descending trend line thing that we had got, I thought there was a good chance that price would at least come down and retest this wick or retest this little order block, specifically this candle. I got a rejection candle here. This is the one that I executed on, thinking that this is the time that it could go down. Price just had me in this area for ages and ages and ages. And eventually, I think I closed out on this one somewhere like here. So I took a little tiny loss on this one. If I held it, never got close to the stop loss. Could have got out for break even, but that's fine. I prefer just to get out when it was looking like it was going to continue. And then price, I did make a little win afterwards, after I thought the algos had just got control. Saw this little sweep, little trend line. Price started breaking down. I was like, yep, beauty. That's good. As it came down, started pushing again. Once we're looking like we're going to threaten these highs again, I did enter into a buy. It was somewhere around. I think it was this candle. I think it was this candle here. And I thought this is it. This is the time. So I held that one until took a buy on this one, and I just thought it was going to retest this area and this area. And geez, it just went so much further than I expected. So I got out of this trade on this candle. I think it was this candle that I got out, or this one. Maybe it was that one. Because this was I had alert up here, thinking that this would be a decent reaction point. And then it just took off after that, just kept on going. Algo's really just had it in control then. Just drifting and drifting and drifting and drifting and drifting. Insane way to finish. And then the Asian session did nothing. Just stuck, man. Just stuck. Absolutely just stuck in this little range. So for NYSE, so for NAS, my mistake, NAS, if we get the gift of a little correction coming down to this area, anywhere between here and here, there's also going to be a buy zone for me. So I've got an alert here just to be notified when that happens. It's got to have to come down some way. I just don't think it's going to happen before FOMC, but, you know, I'll be prepared in any case. All right, so we've got 10 minutes before London Open. See what that brings. I'll check gold as well. Gold seems to be, maybe gold's a better one for London session, even though London might be a 50 pip range. Many got a general trading view question. How far can you see a trading view plus and premium on 1 minute? You can only see till 3rd of December. Let's have a look. Computer's a bit slow because of all the streaming software, but I can see back to 26th of November. I'm on Pro Plus, but if I do this and then replay 26th of November, then it gives me another. You know, you just keep on going back. So now I'm getting all the way back to, it'll be like October. No, I've just got Pro Plus. Oh, okay. It's the one below premium. So there's 12 November. If I replay from here. But if you go back to as far as you can, it limits how much you load at once. But you can keep on going back if you get back to as far as you can. So this is 29 October. Then if I replay from there. Oh, there we go. I can get back to about October, 29 October by the looks of it. Premium gives you double. Okay. What were you backtesting? Mm-hmm. Yep. Like a $10 level or $5 level? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, okay. Can you do the 2 minute? 2 minutes should give you a lot more data. Yeah, sometimes it does it in the same candle though. So you backtest it and you think, oh, it didn't work, but when that candle's alive, it could have bounced. Yeah, so if we do the 2 minute, you can get back to 19 November straight away. And then if you replay from 19 November, it'll load more. So you can go back like at least, quite a few months. Give that a shot. No, he's not. He might drop in later. Hey Ivan, how are you, mate? All right, so gold's coming down. It's the only one that's actually been moving nicely. I've got 2 YouTube streams running. Have I? There's one for trading nut, and then there's my one. It's meant to be the same stream, but you only get music on my one because I think it gives him some little errors. Gives him like some warning things. Oh. What's going on here? Oh well. YouTube should pick that up and combine them later on. Alrighty, so let me just open a new tab. I'll try to fix that up. So gold's bounced off this monthly level. I'll watch gold later. I just don't expect much. Like this is, you can see the green block boxes. These are the New York sessions. Okay, and then the pinks are the London session. So you can see already why I don't particularly like trading gold or looking at gold in the London session. It's the momentum that you get is usually pretty poor usually. So compared to the NY session. Whereas German, even though I've been liking German for a while, German's been pretty crappy lately. But we'll see. We'll see if we can. We're kind of condensing ourselves here. So I'm really just waiting for this London Open. I don't even going to try to pick the direction where it's going to go because right now we're inside of this range. But if you guys have a good idea, definitely don't keep it to yourselves. I'm looking for reactions above here. I'm looking for reactions below here. You're looking for on what time frame? The ones? Any of them? Okay, let's go. The 49 minute chart. 449 minute chart. Where's the reversal? I had 449 minute. I must have clicked. Oh, there we are. This is the new secret source. Hey Dave, how are you, mate? Oh, it's Rob. Sound like Dave then. I didn't. Yeah, no, I thought you were Dave. You sound like Dave just then. Danger Dave. All right, so let's show us your what you're looking at, Glenn. You got many. You got count of conditions satisfied. Is this the 20 pips off the key level? Okay, great. Mm-hmm. Is this gold? A gold strategy? Yeah, nice. Yeah, cool. I'd like to hear it. Is this the pattern you're looking at, Glenn? Your trend line break, come down to this area. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Yeah, let's see if we can. This might be a good option. Might be a good option. We get price pushed down. So there's like this is the Frankfurt open candle. So if we can, oh, I see. If we can get in, if we can maintain, because this will be the hour candle's about to come to a close now. Oh, that little drop now has just changed the whole. That hour candle was looking full, and now it's kind of looking a little bit smaller. So this is the open right now. Yeah, let's see if we can get a little sweep. See if we can just stay contained in something like this. Fill this gap. And that's like a 35 pips. These kind of create like a bit of a negation here as well. So something closing above on 30 minutes, a bit slow, but something closing above or below, we could see a little bit more of a push. But yeah, let's see if we can get a sell to buy. I gotta find this stream, this phantom double stream. Alright, so if you're watching on a stream that's about to end, there was a double stream going. I don't know how that happened. But it's one of them's gonna end. You just have to find the other one that's on the channel. Oh, thanks, Rob. Yeah, that helps. Okay. Breaking up out of this box. Kind of just opened immediately, just went straight up, no bottom wick. Fill in this gap. Well, if it's not a sell to buy, perhaps we can get a buy to sell. Sweeping these highs because we've got quite a few session highs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what? I've got my eye on NAS. I actually don't mind the price action I'm seeing here. We have got gathered liquidity. You have to watch both of them here. Super bullish. But we've actually got a decent like little candle here. So I want to see if this one's respected. I don't want to sell just yet though. Problem with NAS is now we're getting so close to these highs. We haven't got a whole lot now to go off, and all of this is from January 2022. So such a long time away that I can't really get to the lower time frames back in here. So, but I'd really like to see if this price action can hold. We can see price push down, and I would really like to buy it. But it's going to have to play out quite far, but we definitely have picked up liquidity. Okay. Sorry. No, I'm not looking for it to break out. I'm hoping it's going to drop. I'm hoping it's going to, I don't want to sell it, but I want to buy it from a pullback. But it's been a fool's game to wait for these pullbacks. I want this to give a false breakout. This German. Because I want to see that the theory I've got is that it's going to be a bit difficult to see if like what if Powell comes out and is more hawkish than they expect. So I think it's going to be a little bit tentative for where they're going to be putting their money just for this until they got a bit more certainty. So whilst everything's bullish, I still would like to play the whole range card today. So I'd like to take advantage of any like false breakouts. Oh, Joey, can't you hear? Sorry. I don't know what happened with that second stream. Seems to have changed a lot of settings. Yeah, no, you should be able to hear everyone now. Gosh, that would have been the worst. Just hearing nothing, just me. Alright, so little reaction so far. This is wick. 12 pip reaction from the Asian high. I'd like to see it just wick up a little bit more. Head and shoulders when I zoom out, Eddie?
Yeah.
You mean this bit over here? If we go like 30 minutes, probably a bit clearer.
Higher lows.
Yeah, it was a full-on wedge.
Should be bullish.
Full-on wedge growing over here. Let's just go all chart view. So far I think the only real opportunity that I would have been able to grab is if it did open to do that little wick down, but it's opened with a 0 bottom wick and then just gone straight up. You took a sell, taking the Asian high.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm in that.
You're in the Asian high as well. 3 minutes is given liquidity candle. So yeah, it's looking not bad.
The 5's looking nice.
5 up here, yeah. If it's closing in 15 seconds, would be nice. Because we've got on the 15 minute as well. We've got this little resistance from here to here, is like a resistance. 3, 2, 1, cool. All right, well, I guess wouldn't mind giving it a shot as well. To see if it can wick up a bit higher into this wick. If it can, then I'll jump in as well. I'll aim for something. If it comes up pretty quickly, then I'll wait, because I think it could just dip a little bit higher. But any bit up here, the all-time high area, and these other session highs, I would like to see it. Would like to see it grab it. Tariq, sold gold 1995. I haven't looked at it, sorry mate.
I was playing Jack the last 10 minutes.
Gold's done jack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in it. I'm in that trade as well. It's a target move.
Yeah.
I haven't put the trade, but I'm looking up. Nah, sideways else.
Usually not very good conditions when we've got FOMC. Usually is a fairly flat day.
We are hovering right on the Monday's Asian high.
For gold?
Yeah.
No, German.
German, yeah. Over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it looks like a range, so makes sense to sell from the top, buy from the bottom.
But that Monday Asian high is always the key level for me.
Last Monday, why Mondays?
Remember that's like the psych levels for the week.
On Monday, is this BTM beat the market maker?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the make or break now. Is this just a little pullback, 2 little red candles, or is that the high being made? Hello teachers and sales as well. Beautiful.
The 5's broken down from the previous.
Mm-hmm. Come on, drop.
I'm targeting the only
Okay.
that engulfing candle.
Let's go. Come on.
Else slowly breaking down, but nothing convincing yet.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry guys, I've missed most of that. Are you waiting for it to pull back to buy up, or are you already in?
No, they're in. They're in from the Asian high. 5 minute candle gave a liquidity candle. 3 minutes given a liquidity candle. What Eddie was saying was he's using the Monday Asian session as a psychological level as well, and then you can just see like clearly we're ranging. So in ranges makes sense to look for sells from the top, buys from the bottom. Couple that with fundamentals that FOMC days often, not always, often are very flat until the statement comes out.
Anyone get in on the gold action this morning?
So one person in the chat said that they are in gold now, but I didn't look at anything. It didn't look like it did anything.
I did the gold long in the Euro session.
Yeah, so the Euro session is what I was talking about.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so got the double bottom.
Bounce off the monthly level.
Yeah.
And I only filled it up to the Asian low.
Sorry, mate.
Didn't even get. I think I got 18 pips on one trade and 22 on another.
Oh, that's alright. Not bad, mate.
Yeah.
Off you.
What are you offering?
Sweet FA.
Draw down? I don't want it.
Yeah, no. I'm all of $4 up.
Yeah, I probably would have re-entered, but I was having dinner.
Tricky time in Australia to trade.
It's all good in WA.
Yeah, it's a good time zone for you.
I'll have to come over there.
Well, best case entry would have been. Come on, it's looking alright. Should be over 1-to-1 now. Yeah. Just got to get underneath this little bit of structure. Close inside of there. Should go to the bottom. Retest the base of London low. Is anyone looking at currencies? Morning, Beata. I'm good, thanks. How are you? Danny, were you trading Euro Aussie? Or UJ? Or Pound?
Ooh.
Alan, you got GU off a buy zone. Nice. Well, so looks like Kiwi is the only real mover so far. You can see on the rate of change on this right hand side. Over here. A lot of things are flat for the day still, except for Kiwi pairs. But Pound US is the next one, 0.22. So the drop with the GDP. This was the GDP news. Oh, nice! Look from the New York low. Yeah, good one. Is that your trigger? Liquidity candle?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's it.
yeah,
There's,
awesome.
there's one to the left inside that New York wick too. That's good reaction.
What time frame? Oh, it's,
3 minute.
yeah, okay. Can even see liquidity candle on the 15-minute.
Yeah, 15.3.
Across here.
Yeah.
Then price came down into it, swept the euro low, liquidity candle. Yeah, exactly. That's awesome, man. It's a nice setup. Well, my idea for NAS, this is one that I'll give, is if we can, if this happens, if this plays out, what I wouldn't mind is something can just sweep these highs, and if we have something that actually closes underneath here as well, I'll look to target for a drop down for about 40 pips. If that happens, any time between now and FOMC. So I'd like to see a little buy, grab liquidity, close underneath here, underneath the Asian low. And I don't know how much the pullback would be, but I'll target something like that. So I'll wait for like, because we won't know how much this will pull back. What I'll wait to see is on the lower time frame, if we start getting like little resistances created, I think that could be a pretty good shout. I know it's counter trend to the trend, but you look at how much is. We usually, when I see this algo kind of trading, this one like this, we do normally get a significant pullback into it. So not looking for much of a pullback, just at least down at the monthly level. I think easily this could be the low of the day and then push up. So that would be a sell idea I'll take. Something like this. Something like that. And then if, probably won't happen until Powell comes out and says his stuff, but I'll look to anywhere inside of here, see if we can actually just target something like that. Just reasonable targets, nothing too crazy. Even just bouncing off and then retracing a lot of the London move if it does push down. That would be like a 70 pip move. So nothing too out of this world. But that'll be my NAS analysis at the present, without seeing what London does. Guys, what are your guys' thoughts on that? Just retracing some of this clean candles back to this little area. And then obviously not going to enter any buys without price action. So I still want to see everything, everything's still got to be with some sort of rejection wick start in it. A little bit annoyed I didn't get anything here, so I've got to reflect a bit more on this and see where I'd enter maybe a little bit more aggressively on some of these with the higher time frame trend scenarios. But I do like the idea of sells, like for just that correction. You're going to live trade during New York? Today I can't, unfortunately. I can't do a New York session today. I'll be looking for trades. I'll have some alerts set up. If I see something, I'll pop it in the Discord. But there won't be a stream. Okay, I wouldn't mind seeing a little bounce off of here to make that sells a bit easier. Where were you targeting, Glenn? You were targeting, was it this one?
Yep, just filling this void.
Yeah.
It's heavily bullish, so I'm not going to hold it too long past that point, but I'm not holding a great deal of hope for it, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a lot of injection with forming, so probably looking more like it's grab liquidity to fill this with instead.
We'll see. Yeah, I mean, if this 15-minute candle closes bullish, then you have to think that's going to do a wick fill.
Well,
Usually that's the case when you see a candle. This is quite a common pattern. When you see like a large candle with the top wick like this, and then a candle inside of it closing bullish, you usually get a wick fill. But if this candle doesn't close bullish, then we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. But if this, say this candle, was that Rob?
30 minutes. 30 minutes is just about to close too.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. To come on, this 15-minute candle. Because if it closes something like this, a lot of the time, then the next one does that wick fill.
30-minute high close. Coffee, what was you doing?
I missed that, mate. What was that?
I'm going to go grab a coffee today because this is doing.
Yeah, this is shite. What's with it, eh? What's with German lately? It's just not been fun. Okay.
Have a look at Nas Hayden. It's done that spike up. It's done that grab up top.
Oh yeah.
30 looks beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, indeed.
It's like a bit of a Bart Simpson there.
Batman.
So, Yeah, it'd be nice if that one can close in 48 seconds. What's FTSE doing actually? Maybe I should have been looking at FTSE. Something that's not approaching all-time highs. Alright, so we've got to close now. Let's have a look at NAS and German. NAS closed, pretty nice candle. So if we can push up into this wick as well, maybe I could even just give it a shot. Give it a shot for higher up. Retesting inside of this wick. 15 minutes. The last 15-minute candle had no top wick. So maybe we come back up, take the top wick. Otherwise, I'd wait for it to close underneath this Asian low, but then try to take the pullback. But this could be a little bit of a risky, worth a risk. That's what I'm trying to say. At least down to maybe this level, to see if it bounces off of that. So trading from like here down to here. Oh, that's only 11 pips. It's just we haven't gone anywhere in Asian session, so these candles look really compressed. Alright, so German. Oh, German closed bearish. That 15-minute candle.
Still thinking it'll do a partial wick fill.
Yeah, I'm not looking for sales myself until it's taken another session high, a London or a New York. I just don't want to get caught trading inside of this range.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's just not a place I want to be.
I like the idea on NAS, but the spread's huge.
What's your spread?
Well, I say it's huge. Mine's showing 1.9, but because the candles are so small.
Oh, compared to the candles, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got like 11 pip range, and it's one.
Taken straight away.
Who are you with?
Pepperstone.
Oh, it's Pepperstone UK.
Yeah.
So my Pepperstone on the prop account, on the Blue Guardian one, the A cap, it's only 1.4. It's been. I was actually watching it. It was it's 1.4 all the time.
Oh right. What's your private account, or have you not got that
Yeah,
open?
yeah, I got it here. It's 1.9 for Pepperstone as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they're always the same.
Yeah. But for the, so that's why I kind of shifted over, because on this Blue Guardian for German, it's 3.2. Well, it says 2.2
Wow.
or 3.2. I never seem to get 3. I never get 2.2. When I put an entry in, it's always 3.2. Then it goes down to 2.2. It goes up and down. So trading German on the prop account sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
.2 spread. It's like the spread on another software that we
Shall not be named. Yeah.
I thought that was the only one that was the only pair that one wasn't too bad at.
That was like 0.7 or something, or 0.9.
Yeah, it was.
It was good.
The only pair that was good.
Yeah.
Gold was always 3 or above.
yeah. God was
Always.
awful on that one.
German was always good. The gold was horrendous.
Yeah, shocking.
It's up to 4 pips sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if it was moving.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't want to know. I don't want to know, Rob. I don't want to know, mate.
fine.
Sorry.
All right, well,
Camera off. Mate,
it's threatening to put us to sleep here. This German and Naz for that matter. It's
gold.
just and gold. Look at it. It's moved 15 pips in half an hour. This is just. I mean, it's the normal. It is the normal for FOMC. But also part of doing this streams, even if there's like no real action going on, it is about setting yourself up for like your levels and getting used to the levels for the day, which I think is very important. But it's just annoying, man. And when there's no, oh, here we go. Oh, that's US 30.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Hey Tom, you're running late. It's no problem. No problem. Yeah, you missed nothing, literally.
Keeping an eye on German on 3 minute, see if it goes another rejection
Yeah.
and doesn't break the high.
Mhm.
Might get in for a low risk.
Yeah, that's the thing I look for.
Did you get a small gap up on the 5 minute?
Yeah, a little bit. And German.
Looks like it
Tiny.
has
Only marginal.
0.8 of a pip gap.
That gap's nearly as big as the entire price action for the day.
There we go, next candle.
US 30, that is so bullish. It's crazy. Ooh. 37,000 on my worker.
The round number.
36,700, sorry, my bad.
On the-
on Dow Jones.
Yeah.
Sorry. On the 15 minute on German, just above on that New York high and London high from the previous sessions, there's HCS there as well. I'm wondering if it might take that top out, take the New York high. I think that might be a zone for me.
Try and fill the
This
that
one
line,
here?
right?
Yeah, that's looking quite bearish, that whole region. I think if it takes this current high out,
Mhm.
gets into that New York high, London high, I'll put some reversal there.
Yeah, that's what I have my alert set.
Nice
So
resistance there.
what I would look for here, when it gets there, hopefully if it gets there, I'm looking for a candle like that. Not very complicated. Or even if it pushes up to it, and I see a candle like this, that's also good.
Yeah, yeah. On the 15, or maybe the 5. Or would you look at lower time frames? And you look at 4s and 3s for that area as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
If this current 5 can close below here, that might be a good one.
5 and 3 are both looking good. And, well, yeah, 5 and 3.
Razik's in a sell. What pair are you selling? I'm not in anything. I'm not in nothing. No buys, no sells. I'm nothing.
Yeah, I like that.
This could be forming a little HCS as well. From the 50% of this week. Retesting the Asian high. Nas is looking.
Oh,
Yeah, would you say that retested the resistance, Hayden?
Yeah, it's just like I just want to wait for my zone to be hit. It has like that created a resistance, that candle there. So that is a retest. It's just not in my area.
And Nas, it looks like Nas has retested the resistance.
Yeah, Nas is looking good. The problem with Nas,
Yeah.
is the range.
Yeah.
It's like it's just been creeping along.
Yeah.
in the middle of it. Oh, wow, there's the bounce support faster.
Which prop firm is it? It's the one, the Blue Guardian, for that trading nut they've been sponsored by.
Come on, my intern, where are you?
We need some catalyst, something to start shaking the market a little bit.
Well, like going for a coffee.
Or coffee, yeah.
I'd like some danger music on.
What music? Danger.
Dangerous music, like, I don't
Mhm.
know. Possible.
So it looks like there's a real gap as well. 7 and the 10 Eurozone production. Yeah, that's all right. Let's have a look while we've got some time. Let's have a look at the last time we had FOMC. What date exactly was it? November 1st. Richie's in UK sells from the sweep of the Euro Asia highs. Is that the FTSE? Yeah, as I was thinking that in the back of my mind earlier, that UK 100 might have been the better one. Because at least we're not really approaching all-time highs. But UK 100 can be tough. Because the range, the volume's very low. But good idea to like just, with these kind of conditions, is like, not try to get home runs. Just be like get in and out pretty quickly in the markets in these days. The range, the moves are pretty inconsistent. So November 1st, let's have a look. Yeah, as to be expected. Oh, look at that. Yeah, now NAS is starting to move down. Beautiful.
Yeah,
They're
Germans
both
started to
getting
get
angry now.
Yeah, German just did a nice drop.
Good one. All right, we're we'll stay here now. I won't go to November 1st just yet. Actually, I can do it on this bottom left chart. Let's go to November 1. So this is the 1st of November. This bottom left chart. So the initial 30 minutes had a good little volatility. Moved down around 63 pips, and then you can see the next 30, like the rest of the London session. You got some wick highs and lows, but most of it stayed pretty compressed. Beautiful. Come on, German, drop. Sure is. Come on. Catch you, Al. Have a good dinner. Now Naz is getting to the base over here as well.
Minute on German looks good for shorts.
Only thing I don't like is the no wick.
Yeah.
Problem with this no wick is that it's the last one. No wick and then it.
Crazy what we've got. Bearish engulfing candle, pulled back and still went bullish. Another engulfing candle. You can replicate.
Mm-hmm.
Retested that, so previous support.
I mean, if you stood back from afar and looked at what's happening, what would you prefer to be doing here?
Exactly.
Hmm.
Like, would you want to be trading inside of this little area? You can, like, but you'll be playing the range. So you're only looking for, like, given the size of this as well, looking for like 20 pips. Without any catalysts, if there's no real news to really spike things, you'd want to be seeing if you can get like little rejections from here, from these grey sections. And all this bit here is just forcing trades. I mean, it's fine if you're used to that, and that you find like you're quite good at doing that. But looking for like a big move, and if you haven't got good risk management, that's pretty dangerous to trade inside of here. Do I trade oil? I don't trade oil.
It's crazy level at the moment.
What are we at? I saw it like yesterday. It dropped big time.
Yeah, I got a couple of sells yesterday in oil.
67.
67. Holy.
67.8 on my broker.
They got low VIXs as well. Spot crude, here we go. 67. Jeez.
Got to be right for some buys, doesn't it?
Well, you think the thing is like you're never sure when.
No, when something's going to happen overseas.
Yeah. When they announce oil cuts. So you'd normally think like the stock market roaring as well, there'd be more demand for crude as well. So when you're seeing it fall like this, there's usually something going on behind the scenes.
I was reading one of the articles on one of the news sites yesterday that's saying that because the world's economies are slowing down, the demand for oil is really dropping off.
Yeah, exactly.
Get the numbers now, but the barrels were way down.
Yeah. So apart from like 7 stocks, the rest of the stock markets globally aren't in very good shape.
No.
It's just the US markets. US markets are so just hot because of the amount of people invested into them. DiMartino Booth was talking about the drop in the auto sector in the US. Yeah, the autos they're really struggling. I mean, look at S&P. look how bullish everything's been on the 30-minute chart. Like these green sections, just massive moves in the US session. Even the London and the Asian session, they're still like, not
Decent.
Yeah, they're still decent. Look at this. So freaking tight. Interest rates have hit auto loans. Yeah, that's the problem when you get some of these car dealer loans. Interest rates, like, and same with credit cards. When interest rates are high, these credit cards and these auto guys, man, their interest rates are huge. Like, what are we at? 25% for credit cards? Auto must be around 10-11% minimum. Oh, 29% for auto.
Say again?
No.
No, credit cards.
Yeah,
mate,
credit cards.
While you're doing a search, check out the credit cards. See what they are.
Oh, this is just auto. So, for Super Prime, too bad. Non-prime starts getting up. Yeah, credit card though, that's insane. That's the first thing you should do if you've got credit card loan. If you've got credit debt, let's get rid of that credit card debt.
Remember when I was 17, the only loan I could get to buy a car was a credit card.
Oh yeah?
Cheapest car you could ever think of. I think it was like $500 or something.
Yeah.
And then I paid off $500 on it, and it was still at the same amount that I was at when I started. I'm like, that's it, done. That was the last I had. 16, last credit card I ever had. Business credit cards and stuff like that, but that gets paid off at the end of the month. But so there's no interest. But no way, not in a million years will I ever get another credit card.
No, I'm with you. I've never had a credit card.
Huh?
I say I'm with you. I've never had a credit card.
Oh, you don't?
Oh, mate.
I
If I
buy
can't
everything.
afford something, I don't buy it.
I buy everything on credit.
Mate. Yeah, but I bet you pay it off at the end of the month and don't pay interest.
I usually pay it beforehand. I'll
Yeah, so
often my credit card, my Aussie one, you can preload it with like above. So I usually like keep a bit in there. So when it dips below, then I'll instantly put money back on it.
Yeah. So it just gives you 30 days interest free. But if you
It's more the
Unless
points. It's more the points that you get. Like, it's handy. Like when you put your bills and your rates and stuff like on the credit card, because you're going to pay it anyway. And so like the credit card that in my Aussie one is just a CBA one. And it's like the points, almost nothing. But if I'm going to buy something, may as well put it on points because like when I was living with a whole bunch of when I was living with my flatmates, it was the points alone just from paying the rent and paying everything on that we bought a TV, like a nice little, it's about $1,000 for a TV just from points. We're going to spend it anyway. Never paid a cent in interest.
what were your fees for using credit though?
There's no fees. Back then there was no fees. Now everyone's sort of putting fees onto everything, but back then there wasn't.
On a direct transfer, there's no fees for us.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to have to pay a credit card fee for
Credit card,
something,
yeah.
I'll opt to pay like transfer or poly. Before poly, you could pay poly.
Yeah, so that's a killer. So we don't pay anything on credit, or I don't even use credit at the supermarket. We pay cash. That's going to be a thing of the past soon.
Yeah, no, I always do credit or debit card. Over here, I don't have a credit card in the UK, so I just pay everything on debit card.
They charge you bloody 0.5% or whatever it is.
Oh, there's no fees here.
They stick you everywhere they can over here.
Yeah, no, it's good over here. Like on my Lloyd's account, for some places they give you like 3% cash back. So when we go to like Asda, do our weekly shop, because my partner works for NHS, we get NHS points, like 10% off or something like that. 10% of the shopping bill goes back into points. It goes back into coupons, which is pretty good. So and then every now and then what they'll do is like Lloyd's will run a promotion and be like, oh, if you shop at this place, we'll give you 3% cash back. So it makes a big difference, especially when we're buying like nappies and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, or just go put heaps of things through as carrots. Not jokes. All right.
We're gonna test this London candle, London wick.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just been filled on mine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just get into the
just
sell
about
zone.
Yeah. I was up 16 pips on that candle, ended up closing it for like 6 pips somewhere here.
Yeah.
Cheeky monkey.
It's that bloody no wick. I hate it when it closes with no wick like that.
Yeah. Oh, it makes sense to turn around there. Like it's retested the previous structure, so.
Yeah, look at this. It's just in the channel as well.
Yeah, I've got it in there too, man. Took 2 attempts, but to fill that wick.
Yeah, it was only a matter of time. Look at the 30 minute. 30 minute looks good. It's just a real shame that we've got no low for London, because initially that was where I was looking to. If we could get down to this area, would have liked to have taken that move up, but it's just been moving. It's just been moving so differently lately. In the last like month and a half, really haven't enjoyed just the way that it's been starting with no bottom wick. A lot of these moves, and like because that's where I've like made that adaptation to some of the entries. That when I got the liquidity candle, rather than waiting for the retest, if the liquidity candle wasn't too big, I was just getting in, and then having to wear that drawdown if it does pull back. It sucks when you take a loss because you got in a bad spot, but so many times it would just open and then just go down. And I was missing the move, so I was just ready just to as soon as I see it, no confusion, just enter. So at least we've taken this London high. Oh, have we taken London high?
No, not London, got New York.
Taken the New York. Yeah, London I haven't got on my terminal either. We're getting close. Oh, Daniel bastards haven't dropped the price of the fuel in the UK. Yeah, I know, the pricks, aren't they? As soon as they get a sniff of conflict, as soon as they get a sniff, it's the petrol's up. And then when it comes, and it's so slow to come down.
Petrol in Dubai worked out to 78 cents Australian a litre.
Oh yeah, so cheap, hey?
Yeah, bastards.
Yeah, that's why they've all got like the supercars over there.
Yeah, exactly. Everything's a truck.
Where was that, Eddie?
Dubai.
In Dubai.
In Dubai.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Rob. Sorry. I've entered on that one for bouncing off the top of that channel.
No wick.
Also the New York high. Yeah, previous candle, no wick.
Yeah.
Current candle, wick gap down, wicked up, took out that candle on the fight.
Yeah.
On that. The old 30-minute closes a giant doji.
Got a bit more movement now.
It is picking up.
It's like watching grass grow before.
Yeah. I mean,
It was so choppy on my broker too. It was just like skipping 15 seconds at a time.
right. Like look at yesterday. Yesterday it was pretty awful as well until we got some volume. The day before, like these opens have been pretty trash. So this one like just grinded down very slowly, even on Monday. Grinded down slowly. 9 o'clock opened, and you got like at least like some clean move, and then that was it. Then Friday got a little sell to buy, a little bit of moves, and then at 9 o'clock got some actual clean move for about 20 minutes. Yeah, I didn't want to enter anything on the open of the candle, of the hour candle, but Glenn, what are you going to do with it?
I'm only holding up for 20 pips. I'm looking at this clean. Just do this clean candle.
Yeah, that caught my eye too, Glenn.
You look on the one. Like,
PD
look
took
on the
sells
one-
as well. Good one. What do you say?
Cowboy entry. Cowboy.
This week.
On that wick.
Oh, I've had
Cowboy.
a channel marked
Yeah.
out. You can play it cowboy, but we've got that channel marked out. We've taken out the London high. You'd expect a reaction, not a massive one, but a reaction nevertheless.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. I was hoping it was
But
going
it
to.
wasn't,
Yeah, I mean,
it wasn't just a take it. Wasn't a 1 minute confirmation. It was a zone that I was interested in.
yeah. My alert went off as well. Hit the levels. Grab liquidity. Good for a pullback.
Yeah, I heard something shaking. That's 15 pips there for me.
On your brokers, double top with NY. Yeah, cool. It definitely swept on mine. It's didn't quite. It was just a point of a pip off, taking the London high as well. Nas is stuck in this consolidation as well. Bounced off the bottom. Pushed back up. Only 10 pips. 14 pips.
Yeah, I closed that for 12 pips.
This market is sick. Your stop loss was there 16,840. On the German. Oh, you survived. You survived that. Did you scale in, Razik? You're saying you're gonna when you're gonna scale in at 16,810. What's my view of US 30 in general as an index to trade?
It's absolute beast.
Yeah, it's a beast, alright. I haven't done too much of it. I find like when the New York session kicks off, you get like a 400 pip New York session, so it's wild. You mess with the bull, you're gonna get the horns. Mess with the bear, you get the claws. So no, it's fun. It's fun. It's good. You just want volatility. That's all you want. Price action is price action at the end of the day, but with any new pair, especially when it's like if you're used to trading something at very low volatility, or say you're used to something that moves like maybe 100 to 200 pips in the New York session, and then you go and plan your levels thinking of the same volatility when you switch over to US 30, but US 30 can go 400, then you've just got to adapt with the usual volatility that you get. But I think you can trade anything that moves. I find it harder to trade things that don't move. But it's volatile because it's only US 30 companies, so each company usually has a higher market cap. So if you have some sort of news that comes out business wise, then you can get it. You know, it can really weigh and sway that index. Or at least German 40 is not much more, but it's 40 companies, but it's got lower volatility. So typically we're looking for typically we're usually looking for about 120 pips in German. I haven't seen a 120 pip session for London. Feels like for ages. NAS is a bit of the same. It's around like 180 to 200 pips for New York session. So I quite like that volatility. Anything more than 200, I find that's pretty wild. Then anything less than 80 or 100, it's too slow.
Yeah, you used to preach that index to us years ago, keeping an eye on the RDI. Oh, sorry, the what is it? The average
ATR.
daily ATR.
Who used to preach that?
You.
Oh, to understand like the range, yeah, I think you need to.
When picking your pairs.
Yeah, definitely.
It was to do with the 20 EMA strategy.
Sorry, Glenn, what was that?
Yeah, it was when you were just teaching the 20 EMA strategy.
Oh, yeah. It's just to find which ones have got good range in it. Because if you're trying to, like, for some of those ones, if you're trying to get a certain amount of pips, but you're trading a pair that only moves like 50 pips in a day, very difficult. But that's only because it's told to. So like, look at this. Like, if you're trading, say, like German, and you're looking, well, let's look at NAS for example. NAS is a bit better one to look at. Look at the New York sessions. So you see the New York session, like it's pretty much all the same size. It's a bit extreme. So this is your New York session. Okay, smaller one, more or less same size, small, but a little bit smaller, more or less the same size, like more or less the same. Like, okay, I grabbed the big one. Let's go with this one. So more or less the same size. Some a little bit more volume, some a little bit less volume. So when you're trying to plan your targets, like obviously we've got FOMC, so that could be a pretty crazy day. Who knows what's going to happen? But on a normal day, you're looking for an NY session. Just say conservatively, something like that. So where's it going to be? We are predicting something like this. So if you're looking for counter trend and prices like ripping down, and you start seeing some areas like over here somewhere, then what you're looking for is potentially the low of the session. But like that's what I mean, like understand like what is a typical session. If you're looking for on a day trade an Asian session to move like this many pips in an Asian session, it just never happens. You know what I mean? So it's important to understand like what is realistic, that if you want to day trade, if you're swing trading, of course you're holding trades across many days. And if you're swing trading, it would have made sense to have, like, if we could have grabbed some trades or some entries. Like I was in this entry, I got this one, but I closed it here. In hindsight, I'm like, damn it, why didn't I just, keep on holding?
You say that, but imagine it coming back down to here.
Well, the amount of times that you get
The next day.
Yeah, the amount of times that you get like holding one trade to be a banger, it just depends on your personality. Like, can you hold that one trade and then just all your job is to do nothing? It's just to hold it.
What would your support?
But there's many times that you could be in a trade for a few days, someone comes out and says something, and then this trade just comes all the way back down, and now you got nothing to show for it. But if you start closing partials, then you might be holding that runner, and I do like to hold a runner to see how far it can go. But you know, to be honest, by the time I've entered this trade, by the time it's like up here, that run is pretty small now. So I've got to look for a new trade anyway. So I prefer just to like take a trade and then just where's logical, where I think that I can repeat this system. Most you know, I could pretty much find a entry if I can find an entry every day. Whether I get the entry like yesterday, like this was my entry area, I didn't get my entry, but I can see where there would have been a trade as well. I've just got to keep on reflecting on other ways to get into these areas. But as long as I'm staying consistent, keeping my risk fairly conservatively, I'm not really in any, you know, it's a fairly robust system that's obviously just, it's working for me. So not every day is going to be a winner, but across the whole year, only even making small gains regularly ends up to being quite substantial. Mario, what indicator do you use when you see the sessions? There's a bunch of some other, yeah, just this one's one that our members Jim coded, called Jim Sessions. But if you type in session indicators, a few people have recommended some good ones. I know this one's good, Sessions Lux Algo. That's a good one. Not sure it's sessions on chart. Is someone? Oh, that's an old one they used to use. That one's not so good. I mean, it's good, but it's it doesn't box your areas. What it will do is it will put this whole panel on the whole screen. I prefer like the box so you can see the highs and lows a bit easier. But other people have recommended some others in the past. But if you're just gonna have to search for one, I'd use the Lux Algo. If it wasn't for Jim's one. So Dougal, you've been trading US30 for a few months now. I see now everything else is a bit dead. Yeah, that's true. Naz is dead. The German is... Oh. German's alive. Up 30 pips. Gosh, nice area. Nice sell zone.
I wish I was trading the 1 minute now.
Oh, that bad boy.
Well, the 3 was too big, and it didn't come back. So
Yeah.
I didn't get in. Did you get in?
No. My alert went off, and I was kind of just thinking. I was thinking we're so close to the London high that I was just going to take that, and then think it was going to be, you know, it was so close to the London high.
Yeah.
That I thought it would just pop up, and then I can just execute on the sell. That's,
Maybe when it's small moves or small ranges like this, maybe I should be trading the 1 minute when you're at top of the range, bottom of the range. Oh well.
yeah.
One of those days.
It was,
No
yeah, it
trade
was one of
for
those days. That's what I said at the start of the stream as well. I said wait for it to come up to this area, and then just give us a rejection candle.
That was the zone I had in all along, and just was looking for a 3 minute. That's all.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah. 1 minute there was no rejection candle.
there was one.
yeah, there was. Yeah, it was nice.
1 minute looked great.
Mine. On yours it is, yeah, on mine it's not. Mine.
Oh, okay.
I've got no tick.
Yeah, it looked great.
Actually, the 2 minutes fine as well.
2 minutes.
I've never looked at the 2 though. Oh well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 minutes looked good as well.
Guess which way I'm trading, Hayden? Up.
Going for the little trend reversal.
I just playing the range, right?
Yeah, good one.
I got that one till about here. I waited for that bullish candle to open, and then the second candle I entered in on.
Cool.
Oh, nice.
I'm not gonna hold it.
If this can break underneath here, I'll give this a shot. This will be our Regan Stewart pattern.
Yeah.
Is there any other indicator they use for extra confluence? No, just my zones, just my poisons always. I really like to, so for example, I like to use a session highs and lows. So I liked this area because it got London high, New York high, and they'll be taking liquidity from Asia and the euro. So I'd like to see one good candle straight up, take all that liquidity. That's good opportunity for a reaction. Other poisons always like that. That's a zone of interest. Points of interest would be 50% of areas, rejection candles, higher time frame candles. If I use things like if I see something on the 4 hour, it's kind of hard with all these indices being so at all-time highs, because I usually do like to look to the left and find something, but literally there is nothing to the left anymore. But previously, when we were I find it much easier to trade when price is like pulling back on itself and then operating inside of these areas. This is much easier to trade, because you can see where price has reacted before, and you can, once it's reacted in an area, you can see like where human traders have sold here, and people will be caught in buys on these wicks as well. So you know that people that sold, when price comes back up to that area, you know that that's going to be an area where people can sell again, and then people that are trapped in buys up here, they'll give them a chance to break even that trade that held that drawdown. So either way, you know there should be a reaction from this zone when you see things like this, and like that's the kind of reaction that's absolutely tradable, especially on like a higher time frame. So I do much prefer it when it is in these kind of areas. When we're in this like price discovery zone, where it's just making highs higher and higher and higher, to me it's just not, it's not really that fun. I don't particularly like it. Now, other areas I look for a point of interest would be just like I've got this green zone where previous resistance, then support, then price cut through it, then a resistance, price cut through it, price consolidated, price then a resistance. So this would be a perfect example of a zone of interest. If I looked at like the daily or higher, then when I see an area that has a whole bunch of like wicks touching the same area, then this is a point of interest. When I try to get many candles from above and below touching, I quite like that. There's a number of things I like that gives me areas. These thicker black lines, I really like these as well. When you've got your monthly closes, so the actual closing point of a monthly candle, I know it looked really messy on a high time frame, but these on the low time frame, they really can be quite sensitive. So there are also points of interest. So yeah, when you combine sessions, points of interest, zones of interest, and then just waiting for like a rejection candle at those levels, waiting for those rejection candles gives you can make you a bit more patient and knowing what you're looking for, and then you just got to play the odds. Doesn't always work out, but when it does, it's usually pretty good risk reward, enough to make up for the times that you get burnt. Gary token, never even heard of Gary token. I don't know what to look for that. Alright, well I think I'm going to call it. It's not much is happening here. Trading, as we said at the start, trading the range was the more profitable scenario here. Not really anticipating much could break out. Could threaten the breakout, but these are just buyer traps, seller traps. But when we do get some volume, PPI should give some volume. Maybe late London session will give some volume. But I'd like to see something significantly close underneath, grab all this liquidity, if you want to buy underneath, if it just moves down cleanly, takes all this liquidity, then I think you could buy. You could take those buys with a liquidity candle. But ultimately, I'd like to see a lower high as well form. I just don't know how high that lower high will be. Could come all the way up here, make that lower high. So just wait for price action, and then I would look to trade down to the monthly level. Fill these clean candles. I think that'd be a really good trade. So I will set an alert to be alerted to the fact when that happens. For NAS, for German, same deal. It's just bloody stuck. So I think like I was kind of holding out for this London high to be swept. If we keep on pushing, we stay in this channel, then you know I will look for any sort of rejection candles leading into. Like, I don't think we'd have a real sustained push. We might make a new all-time high, but every time we make a new high, we get a pullback. So I wouldn't mind looking for rejection candles here, or even here, and then just looking for like a 30 pip correction. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Alrighty, well, yeah, it's a bloody slow old session as we thought it would be, but I'm gonna end it there, guys. So trade safe today, keep your risk low. FOMC is sure to make a mess of things, so save some of your account to trade again for later in the week. Today I'm not going to do NY session, Mario. I've got a few things on, so I'm going to trade it. If I see something or some area, if I see some area, I'll definitely be sure to put it in the Discord. Am I on every day? I'm on my channel every day, so make sure if you're. That is my channel is Haydos FX on YouTube. So I'm on that one every day. For Trading Nut, I'm on a few days. Alright, sorry we didn't really get anything, but the conditions weren't right to put risk on, really. So, alrighty. Well, take care, guys. I wish you the best. Trade, have a good NY session. I'll see you soon. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, Hayden. Thanks.
Okay.
Hey, dude.
Bye.
Thanks, mate.
Catch ya.
Thanks, Hayden.
Catch ya, Rob. See you guys.